amid the ongoing tension, the airlines are taking a precautionary approach, and despite the reopening of 32 airports, they've majorly cancelled flight operations today. Sameer Dixit, my colleague, is here with more details on what's really happening with the flights and the airports which were still under closure. Sameer?
So yes, the government allowed the reopening of the 32 airports which were closed as a precautionary, as a safety and security measures by the government. But then, post the announcement of ceasefire, these 32 airports were open for the civil flight operations. But we have seen that on 12th of May, we saw that a couple of drones were spotted in a particular city, and after which the flights or the airlines, they are now taking sort of a precautionary approach in terms of resumption of the flight. And that is the reason that Air India has announced that they are cancelling the flights to and from Leh, Srinagar, Udhampur, Rajkot on 13th of May. Similarly, Indigo has also announced to cancel the flight operations from these particular airports, whether it be Srinagar, Rajkot, and several other northern airports as well on 13th of May. Going forward, they will definitely resume the flight. But in addition to this, SpiceJet has taken a sort of an approach where they will be resuming the flight on 13th. The only flight that they will operate to Srinagar will take off by around like 2:30 p.m. on 13th of May. But going forward, we expect that maybe in next 7 to 10 days, it will take when all the airlines, whether it be SpiceJet, Indigo, Air India Express, they will actually rotating back to the regular schedule of the flight operations.
Right, Sameer. In fact, talking about aviation, remember that aviation was one of the sectors that was hit pretty hard given the fact that you had Pakistan closing the airspace. What are sources telling you now, given the fact that you have aviation minister who's already chaired meeting with airline representatives?
Yes, definitely. This is a very important meeting that was chaired by the aviation minister with the airline representative. And this meeting was focused to understand that what sort of impact the aviation sector has gone through, specifically the airlines, what sort of impact they have faced. Especially earlier, we have seen the Pakistan airspace closure, which is still in place. And because of Operation Sindhu, the airlines were not allowed to operate at multiple airports. And if you count these two factors, definitely the airlines, they have faced a lot of revenue loss, a lot of financial challenges. And seeking that sort of impact, aviation minister met with the airline representative. The primary message that was conveyed from the government side is that we completely understand the kind of problem that the airlines are facing. But this is the moment that first the priority should be given to the convenience of the passengers, especially those who are having a confirmed ticket bookings if they are supposed to fly from the airports which were earlier impacted. For example, Srinagar, Dharamshila, Shimla, Rajkot. So these all airports, if they are supposed to fly, then they will be given preference. No cancellation or rescheduling charges will be levied. So that sort of convenience will be provided. And going forward, the ministry or the government is trying to analyze that how the support can be given in. From the airline side, it was a point that was raised to the government that Pakistan airspace closure, it seems that it will go for a bit longer period of time. And if this happens, then government should actively consider to provide some sort of relief to the airlines, whether it be in terms of financial support or the tax benefit. So that was a kind of a request that was given to the government, and government will try to find out the way forward.
Thank you so much for that, Sameer, for getting us all those crucial updates when you talk about the aviation industry and what your sources are telling you with regards to the aviation minister's meeting with airline representatives.